Hi everybody, this is Ted and I'm creating a brief video tutorial on how to create a blog using Blogger. You can access Blogger by opening up your web browser and directing it to either www.blogger.com or www.blogspot, which is one word, .com, and that will bring you to the main page. Here you can take a tour of Blogger or check out its features, but for this tutorial we're going to go ahead and create a blog using this area. So start off by creating your blog now, clicking the orange arrow, and here you're going to need to create a Google account. All this means is it's an account to access Blogger. To do that, you first type in an email address. It does not need to be a Google email. It could be any email address. So I'm going to type in our Yahoo email address. I'll retype it here. I'm going to choose a password. It tells me my password is strong. Retype the password. The display name is the name that I will be using to sign my blog posts. It could be pretty much any name. It could be your teacher name. It could be your first name if it's a personal blog. It could be pretty much anything you want. So I'm going to go ahead and sign it. West Valley Techs. Here's word verification. They do that to make sure that you're not a program just creating multiple blogs. It helps with spam. Here you would click accept the terms of service. If you'd like to read the terms of service, you would click on this button, click continue. And here I could name my blog. So I'm going to create a blog title, sample blog. Here will be the web address that people would use to access my blog. And then, since there have been many blogs created, you'll want to try to find a name that's original. So let's see, WVTechs sample blog. Let's see if anyone's taken that one. I doubt it. Nope. This blog is available, so I could go ahead and go on and click continue. Here's where I can be a little bit more creative and choose a template, something that I want my blog to look like. I like the scribe normally, but for this blog, let's take a look at Sand Dollar. If I want to preview this, I just click Preview Template. And here's just a look of what the blog would look like. I sort of like that look, so I'm going to close that. Click the button next to Sand Dollar. Click Continue. And my blog's been created. So I'm going to go ahead and start blogging. Here's where I would type a post and enter it. But I'm going to show you that in just a little bit. Right now I want to show you the dashboard. So go up here and click on Dashboard. And this is a dashboard like the dashboard of your car. Basically it gives you quick access to the most commonly used features of blogging. So I'm going to click on Settings. And you'll have three tabs: Posting, Settings, and Layout. Basic under Settings would basically be the title. I could change it to a great sample blog. Description, just a brief description. This is a great sample blog. If I want to add the blog to the blogger's listings, I would choose yes. If I want a little bit more privacy, I would choose no. If I want search engines such as Yahoo or Google to be able to find my blog, choose yes. If I want even more privacy, choose no. All this means is that they can't use their listings to show my blog. Your friends and family can still access the blog by entering the web address. It does not stop them from accessing it. Quick editing is a good feature to leave on. It basically allows you to edit your posts while you're on the blog. These other things, adult content, most likely will be no. There is no adult content. That basically helps Blogger make this a more family-friendly blogging environment. So I will click Save Settings. My settings were saved successfully. I can then use these other tabs to change the web address or whatnot. Formatting, basically show how many posts. These are pretty much things that you'd want to explore on your own once you have some time. In order to create a tutorial, it would take me quite a bit of time to go through each one. And I may do that in the future for those that want a little bit more advanced learning. I would then go to posting to go ahead and create my first post. This is very much like a word processor or an email program. So the title would be our very first post. Here in the body of the post, I would use it pretty much like a word processing document. You want to keep it uncomposed. If you click on edit, it may look similar, but it's more for the HTML language. Unless you're a web programmer, I would definitely go back to compose, much more user-friendly. So, dear blog, today I created a video tutorial for people to watch on how to learn how to create a blog. Once I do that, I can format the post any way I like. So if I want, for example, tutorial to be in red, click on the color palette, choose red, and voila. If I want this to be bold-faced, highlight that. It's now bold-faced. If I want this part to be a different font altogether, click on here, go down to Verdana, totally different font, and so on. Couple of a brief explanation for some of these buttons. Here is if you want to click and create a link to another website on the World Wide Web. Here's how you could format, so I can center that. I want it back to normal. Here's spell check. Just highlight and check spelling. No misspellings found. That's great. Here is if I want to add an image. What's nice about Blogger is, for the most part, if you just leave your mouse over a button, it tells you what to do. If I want to add a video, or if I want to remove the formatting. So I look at this and see how I like it, how I look it, and go ahead and click preview to show what it would look like on the blog. Hide preview. And down here are some labels. I'll explain labels in a moment, but for this post, I'm going to just create a label that says video tutorial blog. You've noticed I put a comma after each one. Basically, labels are like categories. It organizes your posts within your blog. So, create publish post. My post was published successfully. I click on view blog. If I want to view it in a new window, I would click here. And there is our very first post. Now here are the labels I told you about. To show the labels here, again, to make your blog a little bit more organized, you'll want to go up to Customize, to Settings. No, actually, you'll want to stay here. This is the layout of my blog. This is where my posts would be. Here are some what they call gadgets, just little features. So I'm going to actually add a gadget, and I want to scroll down until I get to labels. Click Add Labels, and there's a preview of what my labels would look like. I could title this what I want, my categories, sort of alphabetically or by the frequency of the use. Alphabetically is kind of nice. Click Save, and here you see my categories. If you move your mouse over here, you can actually click on this and drag it to where you like. That's kind of nice. I can preview. Shows me that my categories is where I put it. Close this. Click on Save. My changes have been saved. I want to view the blog. And here you would see my categories. Blog, tutorial, and video, which are the same here. So basically, if the people that view my blog, my readers, click on videos, any post that I labeled with video would actually show up. Again, it's just a nicer way to organize your blog so people can find things a little bit easier. So, there's so much that you can learn from Blogger.com, so much you can do just by exploring alone. So I invite you and encourage you to just go ahead and explore Blogger. But hopefully this got you a start on how to create the blog, and hopefully we will see you on the web in your own blog. Thanks for watching.